Hello, Ben. Hello, Zach. Daniel. Dave, LFC Title in the house. This one's for you, Washie. Morning, Rafa. Hey, Joe. David Wood. I am good, Lewis. I hope you are too. That's just vintage, Lambie. Can you, legend? Stephen Deming. Of course we are. We're here. We're here for you. Why is Mr. Gore posted what can only be an emoji of Louis Beneventi from the bazillion Chelsea channels he's been on? Alfan Davies gives a shout. Alfan Davies gives a shout. Alfan gives a shout. Or is that a capital I? Have no idea. Efan. It's definitely Efan, isn't it? Oh, Lambie. Yeah, I fully got onto that. Oh, Stephen Patterson, are you a season ticket holder, mate? Yes, right, buddy boy. Okay, YouTube. Up front Reds, AJ. Up front Reds. What's happening, Dino? KFC all day, baby. It's right, Robin. Love that support, mate. Can feel it. Getting down there, little coach welcoming on the way into the stream. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm going to ask that question to Paul, David, and I'll turn Paul's mic on as well here. David Wood asks, if when the footy starts up again... Oh, fucking hell, the comments are coming in too fast. Do you reckon you'll do watch-alongs, especially if they're considering showing the games for free?
I can neither confirm nor deny our content plans for if and when football returns.
Absolute shithouse. If you don't smash that like button, there's 122 of you, right? I'll restart the 10-minute countdown when we get to 0. I want 100 fucking likes, please. Afternoon, Chris. Is right, Josh. Is right. Joseph Paul's not being creepy. You're being creepy. Lewis, but you don't need to. Now grab that in your right hand. Move it up. Oh, feel it. Feel it. Move it down. And relax. Thank you, Fidel. Evil 9. Go on. I might be nude right now, David. I need somebody, not just anybody. Please. Yeah, of course. Like it. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Four, 3.5, 1.5.
Previously on the one-year plan. Chrissy Pajak's Mighty Reds are undefeated so far. Welcome to Woodison Park.
These are an absolute jest of a side. They keep changing manager every time they lose against us. That's why they've had so many managers in the last few years.
Salah has a free.
Yes!
And the captain, Jordan Henderson, doing the dirty work. Roberto Firmino, past Jerry Mina.
Get him, Bobby! Come on!
Milner and Mane. Adrian, he couldn't keep it out. Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
No! No!
Everton are back in it. The level, Alex Iwobi. Catastrophe for Pajak's side here. Did he make those changes too soon?
And Liverpool have thrown this game away today. Can they do it against Porto over here in rainy Portugal?
Oh no, Porto have the lead. The ball is into the box. Adrian has missed it. Adrian, what is he doing? It's Porto 2. Liverpool 0, 9 minutes gone. Oh no, it's Porto 3. Liverpool 0.
No, I'm not having it. You need to sort this out right now.
The question marks are going to come over the manager. He got it all wrong. I think he'll be the first to admit here.
It's Chelsea. It's Anfield.
Liverpool 1. Chelsea 0. Will Liverpool Oh, this looks like a team now reinvigorated with confidence. Go
Yes, man! That's it!
And the Liverpool fans are in absolute raptures in the stands. You can hear them there chanting away. It's Liverpool 5, it's Chelsea 0, it's Pajak on top, it's Lampard in the bin. Can the Reds get back on top? Corner ball, Jadon Sancho.
Rigi's still down.
Used to put the
Put the ball out! You bitch!
Hey!
There's a man down!
There's the ball on the overlap for Robertson.
Yes, Jadon!
Oh! Jadon Sancho stepping up to the plate, the wonder kid.
That was tough, wasn't it? We got there in the end, lads. Well played. Huge victory for us there, lads. I'm really impressed.
Hello everyone, it is the one-year plan. Chris Pajak's Mighty Reds are flying. We are undefeated in the Premier League. So far this season, we got absolutely dicked everywhere by Porto in the Champions League. But that's fine because, you know why it's fine? Because we picked the weakened side, so it's excusable. I mean, I'm not sure the Liverpool fans would genuinely believe that, but you know what? To them, I say, get in the bin. This is the new regime. This is the new world order. And the man alongside me is going to lead us to glory. If you believe, let me see it in the comments right now. Get some emojis in. Use your hashtags. I believe in Pajak. We believe in Pajak. Whatever it takes, let it be known. We've got a couple of really interesting games on the horizon. We've got Celtic. We got the return of Brendan Rodgers. And Blackburn in, I would guess, the Capital Cup, whatever the fucking hell it's called. Exciting times anyway, Chris. Yeah. Yeah. Can you just do that? Put yourself full screen a second. I just want to see something because I actually thought it was really interesting the way that happened in the video. If you can just bang yourself full screen and then put your head in your hands, whatever you were just on. Oh, all right, Tom. But if you put Yeah, go in the team talk room for me a second. I just want to experiment with something before we crack on. Put your head in your hands, and then just slowly lean backwards. That's forwards. There we go. Backwards. There I want to see if we can make you disappear into nothingness. So like the ground is swallowing you up. Oh no. Oh well, there we go. We tried it. It was worth it. Oh my God, he's gone. The manager's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Is Chris, if your sound out, are you muted?
Yeah, I've been muted forever. Bloody hell. How long was that? A good 2 minutes. Thank you. Brilliant. Jesus wept, man. Sorry, everybody.
Who had that in the what are we going to get wrong sweepstake bingo? Chris's mic being muted was always going to be one of the... Yeah.
And the thing is, Tom texted me like a couple of minutes ago, I think, and said it. Of course he did, a minute or so ago. God damn, we're idiots. / I'm an idiot. Ross is ringing me. Ross is ringing me because watch it on Twitch, la. Yeah. It happens about 10 seconds. Anyway, we are here. Let's just move forwards and forget that happened.
I've had the Twitch chat up in front of me, and I've just flicked back over to YouTube, and it's just like a fucking wave of no sound. That's all right, we sorted it now. We're all good. You can hear Chris. All
dearie me. So yeah, it's a good job I didn't say much. What a performance that was against Chelsea, though. By the way, Paul, remember Mo Salah's 4 goals there, like, oh, beautiful. So the gist of what I was saying is, watching that video back, I was in pain at the start of this. The previously on video, I was in absolute agony watching that, and I'm in agony looking at us. It's second place in the table. That's annoying me. Yeah,
well, I mean, this is what I made a point of. You don't look at the league table until 10 games played. We've made ourselves giddy with excitement. This is not going to be a sprint. It's going to be a marathon. We need that when we're coming into this job. It's going to be a marathon that ends with us winning.
Hopefully. The problem with this is we can't be doing no like little cheat outs, you know what I mean, where you control the delete and all that, because we're live on stream for everything, which is a little bit of a shame. Thank you very much, Mega Sting. You do indeed live in a Payjack Wonderland. You missed me ASMR on stream as well because I was muted.
Oh.
But I can do it right now.
It's plugged into my brain. Yeah. So yeah, look, things are ticking along quite nicely for us. Thanks to everyone who supported the show and the stream so far. This is episode 8. If you want to catch up with any of the previous ones, you can do. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure that you follow on there. Make sure you bang that like button. Jesus Christ, button on YouTube as well, because it helps with the old algorithm and all those things. Have we got? Is it Celtic first up?
Sorry, I'm just watching some of the emojis coming in after the last ASMR. It's brilliant. LFC Ryans was sick. Tony Blakeway, no, we got all that. It was just wrong. Brilliant. Luke Tolan says, when's the podcast out? I think if you're talking about the MXP podcast, that'll be Friday. But if you are a patron of the MXP podcast, Paul, when will that be?
It is out now.
There you go.
Yep, the podcast audio version is out now on early release to all of our patrons on patreon.com/MHX Payjack. Robbie Fowler likes talking to the press, doesn't he? Really, really does. It's like it's the only name they've got programmed in.
They've got Sammy Hip here as well, remember?
Nope.
Yeah, he was on the last stream.
I'd have definitely said Hippier and Fowler. No, I didn't notice that. So there you go. Robbie Fowler loves a chat. He's so bored over in Australia that he's just desperate to just have someone to chat about the Reds.
I think we've got our first press conference of the day, mate, which will be nice.
Oh yeah.
Let's get into the press conference. Oh, have you got Simon Stamp's voice ready?
Oh gosh, who was Simon Stamp? Was he? I think I've got Simon Stamp.
What about Mathis Perrier from Maxi Foot?
I think Mathis Perrier is a new one.
Okay, well, let's go in. Let's attend the our press conference. Hey. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Payjack. Yes. Signatures, autographs, all that afterwards, please. Come on.
How's it going, Mr. Pajak? Do you think your side will find motivation a problem against a team like Celtic?
No, not at all, mate. You know why? Because I want to smash Brendan Rodgers in his face. I want to get our team right and get their dicks so hanging upside the face like you're playing basketball/baseball. That's what I want from this.
Oh, Mr. Pajak, can I just interrupt you there for a second?
Of course you can.
We're talking about Celtic, not Leicester.
Damn it. Damn it.
He doesn't manage Celtic anymore. Listen, if you want to get that ahead of time.
Right, wrong press conference. Apologies. Didn't get confused. Didn't think Brendan was still at Celtic there. Right, fuck the hoops. That's what I'm saying.
Hello there. As the group stage reaches the halfway point, are you viewing this as an opportunity to position your team as well as possible?
Yes, obviously, you dickhead. No, seriously, like, you know, we're third in the group right now, so we need to win. We've got 2 games against Celtic. Neil Lennon and his boys better watch out. See the way I had to slip in there that I actually knew who the manager of Celtic was on the slide. Don't want to disrespect the ginger twat, but we're coming for him and his boys.
Hello there, Mr. Pajak. Celtic come into this match fresh from a resounding 4-0 victory against PAOK. How does that affect your preparation for this match?
Doesn't really, to be honest with you. The preparation for us is our players. Now, we're obviously looking at what Celtic are doing and everything else, but to be quite honest with you, PAOK are fucking crap, and therefore I'd expect Celtic to beat them. So Lennon and his boys can swivel if they think that's making me shit in the woods.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Christophe. Je suis un poulet.
Ça va bien, merci. Et tu? How important will Roberto Firmino be for your approach against Celtic when you consider his standout qualities?
I think that he is a very important person for the Liverpool. How do you say, great striker?
How is it that it sounded more racist when you did it than when I did? Hello. Sadio Mane appears to not just be a great fit in terms of your team style, but also for squaring off against Celtic. Do you agree?
Agree.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Chewbacca. Now then, Mr. Pajak, the game against Celtic is likely one your team should really be winning, but upsets happen every season. Are there any nerves among your players at the possibility of being embarrassed here?
No, I don't think so, mate, to be honest with you. I think, you know, we've gone into this game and we're really looking to as I say, embarrass them, not be embarrassed. Listen, Celtic are fucking championship at best, to be honest with you. I think, you know, it's just a bit like, I don't know, Leeds being in the Champions League with a better, bigger fan base. Listen, I don't want to disrespect Celtic or the Scottish League in any way, but yeah, the mid-table championship side at best.
You certainly seem confident. Do you think your attitude will rub off on your players?
Don't think it'll be the only thing rubbing off on my players, if I'm honest.
Can we just highlight the fact Chris Pajak throwing elbows in the press conference there? He slaughtered Brendan Rodgers when we're not even playing against his team yet. He slaughtered Celtic. He slaughtered Neil Lennon. He slaughtered Scottish football on the whole.
And gingers.
And gingers.
Sorry about
that. The Christina Aguilera song "Dirty" was literally written for you.
Thank you, mate. Big game against Celtic now.
Fantastic. For everyone who's over on Twitch, say hello to Rossi C89, who is the Redmen TV social media manager, the legend himself. He's decided we haven't given him the logins for Twitch, so he's having to be himself in the chat on Twitch. He's also acting as Redmen on the YouTube comments. So yeah, say hello to him, everyone.
Hello, Ross. Also, apologies to any ginger, Scottish, and French people watching. Didn't mean to. What?
Isn't Ross 2 out of 3?
I know. It's poor Ross. He also said in the Redmen chat in YouTube though that I was a bit ginge myself. I don't think that didn't go unnoticed, and don't think that once this is done, I will be.
Your hair colour is to hair what like the Liverpool kit is, and the green trim is.
It's the purple dress, mate.
Yeah.
That's what
People
it is.
on the internet think you're ginger, and you're not. You're blonde.
Well, I don't know about that. So, Oh no!
Oh, no.
Sport hernia! 4 to 5 weeks.
Shit. Oh, right, everyone. Can we get some prayers? Some prayers and likes. Prayers in the comments. Likes on YouTube for Andy Robertson. One prayer towards the hernia, the sport hernia of Andy Robertson to help his healing process. Thank you.
Oh man, that's a big injury for us. I'm starting to regret you not signing that left back that his career ended 5 years ago, but he was only 31.
Oh, Fabio Contrao. Yeah, absolutely. Should we have a look at
just Milner, really, isn't it?
It's definitely just Milner, but can we just have a look at the Rezzies squad? Hover over squad at the top. We'll click it, whichever it was. How do we do this? There we go. Under 23s. Let's just have a quick look at Adam Lewis.
Yeah,
he's not going to be good enough compared to Millie, of course, but it might be worth us bringing him up to the first team.
He's not too bad.
Ooh. He's quite good, actually, isn't he? It's one of them. Let's bring him up.
Yeah, he's going to get a game in the Capital One probably anyway now.
Yeah, it might be just to keep an eye on, because if we have any catastrophes with regards to Milner or his stamina or anything like that, it might be useful just to give him a little run out, just to get him acclimatised.
Gomez can play there too, says Wakey J87. Get James to give Robbo a massage to sticky. Oi!
Oh, hello.
Hi. Lots of pray for Andy's, which is always nice to see.
Yeah, because of what you said about Scots. Andy Robertson is taking such umbrage at Chris's comments about Scottish football that he's literally had a hernia. This is fantastic.
He's lifting weights as well.
Yeah.
Madness.
Fucking div.
What I did.
Piano Jonathan's asking about Larucci.
He's a winger, isn't he, on this? That's what we discovered in pre-season.
Yeah.
Right, Alisson's a full match, passed the fitness test.
Did he play in the Chelsea game?
I don't know. I've got a feeling no, but we can check and find out.
No, because we've got Adrian still in goal there, and we know that you clear your match squads. So he's been in.
He's coming back, baby. Big Adrian.
Tactic screen.
Oh yeah, everyone likes the tactic screen, don't they?
Bear with me 2 seconds. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, mate. I'll see you in a second. Right, big. Ooh. Big veg. Right, left back's got to be James Milner at this point, I'd guess. It's full strength side in this one, I reckon. So we're looking for Fabinho.
Bring on your Internationale. Bring on your Roma by the score. Barcelona, Real Madrid, who the fuck you trying to kid? Cause
Liverpool are the greatest.
I know! Liverpool are the team that we adore.
Oh my god, I'm having a mare today, mate.
That's almost as bad as that.
I wasn't.
So if you're trying to sing You'll Never Walk Alone.
Oh my god, that's the worst. I am. To be fair to me, I am a tit.
Actually, but is it okay, everyone, it's a reasonable suggestion actually, because we joked about the Contrail stuff, but if he's still on a free, we might be able to still pick him up. I think Is it hubris or stupidity that makes me think we'll be all right without him? Let me know. Should we go? I mean, we can pick up free transfers. I mean, I know we're in October. Can we? We can still sign free transfers, right? Is that right, everyone? I think that's right. Let us know in the comments.
Mo's injured. I forgot about that. Oh, god damn it.
Oh yeah, Mo's out for a week longer, didn't he?
Yeah, so we had.
Saying that though, no, there is no saying that to that, is there? That's shit. Shit.
Right, okay, so we want to look at Contrao.
Why not?
What did I type? My keyboard's miles in front of me, mate. It's miles away. What did I type?
You like contra, yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, he's signed for Al Sad. Never mind.
I'm sad.
I'm Al Sad as well. Oh. Yeah. Welcome to the welcome everyone. Welcome to the 20 people we've got watching on Twitch. Obviously, loads more people watching on YouTube because that is our bread and butter. And you guys.
Oh, Sugaroo!
Oh,
I have done it again, mate. Right, so we've gone with Alisson in goal. It's his first game of the season. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Joe Gomez, Van Dijk, James Milner getting a run out at left back. Fabinho, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Gini Wijnaldum, Sadio Mane, Jadon Sancho, Roberto Firmino. I have changed it up a little bit. Edouard is playing up front for Celtic. Frimpong at right back. I'm going to get into the dressing room now. So I'm going to give me team talk. I'm gonna be passionate in this one because I think it's important now. Just before we get into this game, Twitch crew, is the music too loud here? The background noise from the game. Give that a few seconds. I'm gonna say we could move into a qualification spot here, so go out there and impress me. One person was motivated, and of course it was James Milner. It's all right. Okay, thank you very much, Tony Blakeway. We're going to go down into the tunnel, and I will hand you over to LFC TV's More Patron.
No, wait, don't.
Okay, I'm coming back. I'm back. Right.
No, you can't.
What was... Okay, I'm just going to answer these questions without looking at them. 1 second, there's loads of them, mate. But we're back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Celtic versus Liverpool. Liverpool have what can only be described as an absolute ball bag of a track record against Celtic in European competition. Steve McManaman once scored one of the greatest goals in Liverpool's history, but by and large it's been a number of tales of woe. The last game, of course, meeting between these two teams, a pre-season game, losing 1-0 with Iago Aspas. Oh, but it's 1-0! This is how you do it! Sadio Mane in on the right.
Oh, VAR.
VAR has called it back. Oh. And what will the decision be? Oh, it looks offside. Oh, that's heartbreaking for Sadio Mane. Got some big shoes to fill over on that right-hand side. Mohamed Salah is going to be out for at least a month, likely up towards 2, unless people spam the stands with loads and loads of prayer emojis for him. But here we go, we've got a corner. Mane, Trent Alexander-Arnold's going to get the ball into the box. So we had it clear for now. Can Liverpool build from the back? Joe Gomez is going to take his sweet merry time getting the ball back. Pick out that ball on the right-hand side. Chamberlain to Alexander-Arnold. Mane.
Picked his pocket.
Causing problems in the corner. Maybe just problems for himself.
Oh, go on.
Oh, my word. It's been picked by Chamberlain and fired high wide and not so handsome. He's got that in his locker, though. We do know that. We do know he loves a big goal in Europe. Maybe like this. Virgil van Dijk gives his former team to Gomez. Back to Virgil.
Stop farting around with it, you dickheads. You're the centre-backs.
He has to lose the race. The man is free in the middle. Somehow Liverpool have ridden out that danger for the moment. Here's McGregor. Oh, Mr. McGregor. They've tried to come into his garden and paid the price for it there. Jadon Sancho.
Enid Blyton jokes, is that?
cultured commentary here from Mowbray, if I do say so myself. Jadon Sancho striding through the middle of the pitch. The Wonder Kid is going. He's still going. He's tried to slide in Sadio Mane. He's a little bit wide, but he's inside now. Oh! It's gone wide of the post. That is unlucky, but it is a corner kick to the Reds. Trent again. Sancho, was it there? Got the header in. Good opportunities. Liverpool have been... They've laboured at times, but they have been the better side. Firmino on the right-hand side as we look at this awful camera angle. Back inside now to the proper one. Alexander-Arnold's there. Sancho. And it will be a goal kick to Celtic. Here we go. 21 minutes played. Celtic with just that one shot. It was so poor that nobody actually remembers it happening. But here we go. We've got our statos on the case there. They've written it down just in case anyone was mildly arsed. In terms of Liverpool's output, 8 shots, 4 on target. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool knocking it back at the back quite nicely. They're getting into dangerous positions. And Sadio Mane's done it again. Ghosting past his man. He's been bundled to the ground. The referee is taking a closer look. He's gone over.
He's gone over to the
telly. We don't see this in the Premier League, but this is the mandate in European competition. He's taking a closer look at the VAR. What will the decision be? Coming away. The drama's building. He's whistled. It's a penalty! VAR has given a penalty to Liverpool.
Come on, Jimmy, lad.
In for the injured Andrew Robertson. And he slots it, of course he does. James Milner, Mr. Reliable from the penalty spot. That is cool and calm as you like, and that is Celtic 0, Liverpool 1. Was there ever really in any doubt whatsoever? James Milner there, he is like a machine. An absolute penalty-taking machine. 1-0. Probably not more Liverpool deserve really here. Absolutely on top in this game. Celtic have done next to nothing, and does it really start to add credence to the calls from the manager Pajak in the build-up to this game, calling all of the best Scottish sides as mid-table championship at best? So far, in terms of how the balance of play has gone, I think kind of have to agree with him if I'm being perfectly honest, but that is just my humble opinion as an employee, of course, full-time of Liverpool Football Club.
Oh, Alisson, you beautiful bearded bugger!
Alisson Becker, he had that covered all the way. No danger whatsoever when you've got a Brazilian bearded god in nets. And there we go. That is the half-time whistle. Liverpool 1, Celtic 0. Yeah, and that is that.
Right, let's get back out there. Second half, no changes, no messing around. Big Joe Gomez, 93% pass completion, no one's arse. Let's go.
Interesting turn of events. This Liverpool, of course, have Brendan Rodgers, Leicester on the horizon in between the Celtic games. How will the fitness of the players fare in this one? How will they be able to balance 2 games a week? We saw them make changes and lose heavily against Porto, but then, of course, fit, fresh and firing, smack Chelsea upside their stupid Chelsea heads. We're starting to see Jadon Sancho flagging a little bit. Trent Alexander-Arnold once again. Liverpool do ask a lot of those wide men, and they have put in a good shift so far today. Anyway, Frimpong, he's picked up a yellow card. Oh, he's got himself into a spot of bother there. He's had his pocket pick. Firmino's onto it. He's got Mane with him. Will he need him? No, maybe he did. Maybe he did need to pass, but as Liverpool's reigning top goal scorer so far this season, Roberto Firmino probably earned the right to do whatever the frig he wants in front of goal. Manager goes to his subs bench here. 60 minutes played, 30 left to go, or just under, probably just over with added time. That's how football and time works. We've seen a little switch around here. Shaqiri's going to enter the fray. Does make you wonder why Liverpool bothered to spend the money on Takumi Minamino, bless him. But once again, he sits on longingly from the stands like a dog at the window, watching other dogs walking past, just wishing someone would take him out for a walk. But here you go, free kick from Shaqiri, dangerous ball in. Gomez just over the bar. A vindication maybe in the early stages there for Shaqiri's introduction. We saw in pre-season how dangerous he could be from those situations. He has been, in a nutshell, piss poor in competitive games this season, but he has been given another chance
The power cube was subbed very, very, very early on against Porto, and it's his chance here to make amends a little bit. I think he played just 15 minutes of that game before falling foul of manager Pajak's wrath, which, having been on the receiving end of a tongue lashing from the man himself, I can tell you, there's no situation that anyone would like to be in. Here we go.
Come on, get him.
Rodgers.
Go on, get him.
Brown, Scott Brown. He thinks himself a hard man. Can he play football? Simple answer is probably not. Bongoli. Yeah. Great. All players who I'm sure are household names in Glasgow, but nowhere else on the face of planet Earth.
Tackle him. Game. Well in, Mane, lad.
Mane tracking back there. What a performance. Firmino's in here. He's got a lot of men up with him now. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain just holds up play. But Liverpool have been a bit more direct there. We'll never know. Mane now got it. Back into Tony now. Inches wide of the goal there. The Dutchman with a hell of a strike. He scored a couple of really good goals for Liverpool already this season. Looking to add to his tally, but unfortunately couldn't because he didn't hit the targets for the start, which is a severe roadblock in the way of scoring goals, in my expert opinion. Anyway, Gini Wijnaldum hooked by the manager for that miss, maybe? As he lost his drag. We know the manager likes an emotional outburst on the touchline. Was it fitness? Was it form? We'll never know. We'll have to presume some sort of major bust-up until we hear otherwise, and then probably conclude that was lies to shield the players from the truth. Anyway, we move on. He a little shout there. We've heard that one shouted once or twice before. Tighten up. Tighten up. Normally shouted in the bedroom in the midst of ecstasy. But we're seeing him shout at his players now just to make sure they get across the finish line. Henderson, Shaqiri and the aforementioned and lesser spotted Takumi Minamino all getting the last few minutes. Time wasting galore here. Celtic Park is emptying out rapidly. They've seen all they're going to see. They've seen all the happiness they're going to get. They can go back to beating the team of absolute amateurs that they will doubtless come up against in their domestic football season. But they have been comprehensively beaten 1-0 by a James Milner penalty, and Liverpool roll on in the Champions League.
Yes. So, pretty pleased with that one all told. I'd love to know how you get to the league tables of this.
I'm still here.
Right, okay, sorry about that. Right, how do I get to the table? Can somebody tell me, please? Oh, come on, man. Matches, fixtures and results now. It'll be... It's not schedule. Oh, for God's sakes, I'm so sorry. Here we go. I think I might have found it. Right, oh, wow. Celtic, Porto and Liverpool all on 6 points apiece. PAOK not doing okay. So we're back, Paul. Joint top of the group, not third. Happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I just highlight a couple of things? That coat is fucking boiling. I'm sweating like a fucking bastard at the moment. Do you think, is it possible, you know, when you keep clicking to move things forward to the match screen, did you disable the little menu that normally pops up and says, are you ready to proceed to the match?
Probably.
Yeah, because we've done now the last 5 games. You've gone, oh god, and it makes me wonder: did you click a tick box that says don't ask me this again? Perhaps?
Almost certainly, Paul. Almost certainly, mate. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's done now. See the comments. The fans go wild after that one. Perfect away performance. Says Mac and me Foley. Reece Stewart said, where are the stats, mate? I could only just find the league table. Don't ask me to start looking for stats, I'm sorry. Good win, says Sim Pearce. Tight win, but a win, says Dickie Oy Red. Oishi McGlinchey, just happy. Just yes. Just happy. Go on, Redmen. I believe in Pajax, said Stephen Dunn. Thank you all very much. If you believe in me, then please drop a like on this video, as well as using the hashtag on your social medias.
Yes. Stephen Deming, Chris, any truth to the rumours that you dodged the family bike ride to work on team strategy to only win 1-0?
I completely dodged the family bike ride. I think I text Paul afterwards. Didn't I? Yeah, I swapped it for a nice glass of red with the opposition manager.
Quality, so easy win predicted for Liverpool against Leicester.
Against Neil Lennon's Leicester.
Right, so press conference time. Hello there, Mr. Pajak. Leicester have been disappointing in the English Premier Division so far this season and find themselves in 14th place. Could Leicester leave Anfield with all the points on Saturday?
Yeah, I think they could. I mean, listen, we're talking about a side who were 5,000 to 1 winners of the Premier League, and you're telling me they can or can't they, or you're asking me can or can't they win a game? Of course they can win a game. Will they? No. I want Brendan Rodgers' reputation in tatters. That's what I want. I don't want to see him managing in the Premier League. Keep all his little like hugs and all that type of stuff. Like just sort of creepiness of like, no, you know what I mean? Like the Being Leicester documentary that's about to come out. Does anybody really want to get involved with that? Is anyone really asked who's in any of the envelopes? No. I mean, he's just a little creepy, isn't he? He's a creepy little man. I've got nothing against him, but he's a creepy little man.
I wonder if we'll ever have to come up against him in our professional careers again. That might come back. That might well come back to haunt us. Anyway, bonjour, ça va? Remco Dupont ici. How important is it that the players like Virgil van Dijk are ultra consistent from one match to the next? And how easy is it for you to pick them in the team as a result?
Oh, mate, listen. Ultra consistency is what you want. Virgil van Dijk is not just ultra consistent, but he's the best centre-back in the whole of the world of football. He's maybe the best man in the world as well. He's a god amongst men. And we know that, and he's dependable, and you know it makes it really, really easy for me to just pick him every week because he never seems to get... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Touch wood. Everyone in here, touch wood. He never gets injured. Fuck.
Now then, Mr. Pajak, will your hectic schedule see ye field a weakened team against Leicester?
No, I mean, I'm not sure. I've had a bit of a mare today, or the last few days, really, with my memory and stuff like that. So, I think it's Blackburn next. And listen, if it's a choice between rotating against Leicester and rotating against Blackburn, I'll be rotating heavily against Blackburn. Sorry, could you just move the mic closer to his face, please? Thank you.
Hello there, Mr. Pajak. You managed to win in your midweek clash against Celtic, but how different a challenge will Leicester City pose?
What was that?
No idea.
Okay. There'll be a different challenge. I mean, not too different. I mean, you know, Brendan Rodgers is literally managing both sides at the moment.
Oh, hello, Mr. Pajak. After the game in midweek, do you worry about that your team might struggle against Leicester due to continental hangover effect?
Not really. I think it's more the buckfast that they were all on while they were up in Scotland that will be the hangover.
Hello there, Mr. Pajak. There has been a lot of speculation this week surrounding the future of Jose Mourinho, with pundits critical and some fans apparently losing patience with the Tottenham manager. What are your thoughts on the matter?
You want to know what I think about Jose Mourinho? Have you got all day? I could write a book on how much I dislike Jose Mourinho. But for now, we'll just say that he's little arms his dad and he's a fucking dinosaur.
I had no idea where you're going with that one. Well done.
Okay, consistency is the most important thing. Tactical briefing, yeah, go over there. Have a little hit of that button. I don't know where that continue button is. I know where that is, mate. Messages. I'm Brew. There you go. You look confused by Buckfast, Paul?
Oh no! It was the. I didn't get the link. Was it because the Brendan Rodgers is manager of both teams?
Yes. Trent has got a 10. No,
wow.
It was because we played in Scotland, and so we were drinking Buckfast, which is what they drink up there. 10 out of 10. Well done.
Is that? Do you reckon this is why Trent's fucking knackered?
Probably. I've never seen a 10 out of 10 before. Oh, a saving game. Oh no, Piano Jonathan, that's disgusting. not ready for a fitness test, Mo. We'll be back soon. Under 18s are top of the league as well.
Oh, yes. The kids are top of the league. This is what we like to see. Right, sad. Oh, Tony Blakeway saying, perfect. Scraped a win via a penalty. We demand more.
Oh, what?
Tony fighting words.
If Tony works for TalkSport, I'll be phoning him up. Ask him to come down to Anfield for a straight there. You know what I mean? How is Gerrard handling the under-23s? Did we actually sign him?
Yeah, Gerrard's the 23 manager.
Hey, boss, man. I love that. Let's have a look. Third, crap. Sack him. How boss are we, Nick and Rangers' manager? Brilliant. Right, that submit team button is now what's going to happen, Paul. So I need to pick my side anyway. Do you want to get ready while I pick my side? If you just give us 1 second, I'll do that now. You're off camera.
Okay.
Right, we're going to go with Alisson first and foremost because we can. I'm going to stick to this view because I can tell the percentage of players slightly better. So Trent, oh God, yeah. I might stick Joe in at right back. Joel, Virgil, and then Jimmy. And take Jordan. Mix it up a little touch. Give him a run up there. No, I'm not doing that. Take him back there. Takumi needs to go on the bench. Gini's a good player. Trent, Fabinho, Adrian. Need a centre back really. And now I'll take a little look at the tactics. Okay, so I've got Gomez at right back, wanting to rest Trent a little bit. Although, hang on a minute. No, I'm going to change that. Matip for Trent. We have got Blackburn next game, haven't we? Yeah, we've got Blackburn in 3 days. Trent can rest there. Yeah, I'm just going to push them through this game. Premier League, big deal. Yeah, okay. So we'll submit that team. I don't think I've done anything horrendously wrong. Right, yeah, we're back out to the tunnel now. And more Patron can bring us in. Do it properly.
Yes. Welcome. We are here. We are live. And it is Liverpool taking on Brendan Rodgers, Leicester City side. What a game this is. Of course, Brendan Rodgers had a tumultuous time here as Liverpool boss. We all remember, of course, fondly the 13-14 season. The brand of exciting attacking football he had the Reds playing. But, of course, we do remember being Liverpool and how horrendously, David Brent-like it
was.
Long
throw!
Anyway. Alexander Arnold and Gomez linking up on that right-hand side. Wilfred indeed, he gets it clear for now. Henderson, Mane, Gomez. Gomez still on that right flank for some reason, but here we go. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, back to Gomez. Joe Gomez all over this game so far today. Ball back across Gomez. What has Joe Gomez had for breakfast today? He's had Weetabix sprinkled with speed by the looks of it. Well, let's just hope not, and obviously those are just the opinions of this commentator and not those of my employers, LFC TV Go. Virgil van Dijk sliding that ball down the left-hand side. Jadon Sancho, the young wonder kid, the £85 million boy, comes inside again. Henderson, Jordan Henderson firing to Milner across the ball! And Sadio Mane! Oh, it's broken Brendan Rodgers' heart here after just 8 minutes. Rising up there, great play. Jadon Sancho played it there. Henderson banging it out to Milner. Auxiliary left back James Milner. Mane, goal, 1-0. In your face, Brendan Rodgers, is I'm presuming what all the fans and the manager will be saying / thinking right now. 10 minutes gone. Leicester offered a little bit more than most of Liverpool's opponents in recent weeks, with the exception of Porto, who twatted them everywhere. But that being said, Liverpool very much on top. You can see Yuri Tielemans looks like he's taken a bit of a knock, and I can only imagine that it was Jordan Henderson just doing that full-on captain's job and kicking him in the back of the leg when the referee wasn't looking. 20 minutes played now, 9 shots, from the Reds. 10 now and 5 on target. This is a good quality performance. But once again, what we really need to see from this team is more clinical finishing. Sadio Mane leading the way. He's been the best man on the park by some distance, really. But as it stands, Liverpool not... I maybe spoke too soon there. Here's Chamberlain. Outside on the right-hand flank. Inside to Jordan Henderson.
Hey!
What can he do? That looked like a dirty tackle there from me.
Go on, tackle him. Well then, Keita.
Keita wins it. Firmino. He's got Sancho up with him. Sancho! Unlucky. Kasper Schmeichel with a good save there down low. Corner taken. Gone all the way over there, back to the captain, Henderson, and that will ultimately end in nothing, which would come as no surprise to anyone who watched it, because that was an absolutely dog poo attempt at a corner. Maybe should have taken that one a little more slowly. It's all well and good having lots of people, laud and magnify your name for kicking a corner quickly once. But sometimes you just have to take your time. Harvey Barnes inside. Can Leicester fashion anything here? Barnes has the door shut in his face there by James Milner. Really loud. Milner. He's got the grab. He shouldn't have done. He should not have done. James Milner overcommitted there at left back. He was stretched too far, too thin, too much, too soon. The ball is into the box and it is in the back of the net. And I believe it's James Maddison who's the final touch there to put the ball home past Alisson Becker. Jamie Vardy wasn't shut down there. Is it Joel Matip? Could he do more to clear his lines?
Matip?
You have to, yes.
Matip?
Joel Gomez should have done more. Maybe too busy, too tired running down that right-hand flank. Here he is again, doing exactly the same thing. Firmino, Oxlade-Chamberlain. 1-2, give and go. He's hampered, but he's still charging. He scores with a worldie every single night, every single time he returns home. But he's done it in front of 54,000 people today. And aren't they all pleased with that sight? As well they should be. What a strike from Oxlade-Chamberlain. That is Liverpool 2, Leicester 1. What a game we've got on our hands here. You do not save goals like that from Oxlade-Chamberlain. What a hit. What a hit indeed. There's an interesting note here. The goal difference is something, if you're the kind of person who pays attention to the small details of a league table, obviously Man City still to play this weekend. Liverpool need to get that goal difference up if they want to make sure that they are top of the table on merit, should the points remain level at any situation. Can they stretch Leicester further? They clearly got their number. Firmino. Gomez.
Why is Gomez just on throw-ins, full stop?
Looks like Gomez has been some sort of designated throwing taker, which seems absolutely insane given that he's the centre-half.
Sancho. Oh,
first bite to the cherry, not enough, and he does not get a second. Leicester living a little bit dangerously here. Liverpool, once again, in terms of what their output in the final third, completely and utterly dominant. They're not getting the goals that they need here. All the credit in the world to Mane. He's had a good game. Chamberlain's playing well. Henderson's taking things along nicely. But yeah, just needs a little bit more in front of goal. Firmino linking up nice with Gomez once again. Basically playing as a right winger today for some reason. Mane!
Michael, you little bitch.
Just slotted it wide there. Didn't test the goalkeeper. We're coming up on that hour mark now. We call it paycheck time. The time when he's most likely to make a substitution to have positive effects. The average skewed somewhat by the Porto game, where he did make 2 substitutions after 15 minutes played. But
lots of talk on social media about the commentator, to be honest. It's interesting, I'm just checking Twitter while I'm doing my subs and all that type of stuff, but, lots of people laughing at the fact that he says he scores with a worldie every night, when he was talking about Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, which is quite interesting. But we're going to change, I want to change Mane, and I'm going to bring Minamino into it. I've had a lot of people talking about using Minamino more. That computer noise, right? I've been trying to turn it off. I can't turn it off. Give us a second now and I'll see. But it's, yeah. Basically, Si's uploading a load of stuff to Dropbox and I can't turn it off. So it's every time Si uploads a video to Dropbox. Apologies. Let me just open my sound settings and see.
I can't stress again how uncomfortable I am in this coat.
Yeah, mate, if it's any consolation, I've got 2 hours in a blazer in the blazing hot sunshine. So listen, you got no sympathy from me for the coat shout, because I now wear this and it's not been washed. So this is episode 8, or as I like to call it, hour 15 and 16 of this blazer being worn without being washed. We've started.
Yeah. Here we go. Anyway, we're back. You can see it's a surprisingly warm October afternoon here, as you can tell by the sweat pissing down my forehead. But Liverpool really haven't lived up to that kind of heat, that kind of hype being generated, if I'm being honest today. It's been a good performance. Am I being a bit disrespectful maybe to Leicester? I mean, the simple answer.
I don't like this.
Harvey Barnes outside there. Ricardo on the overlap. Balls into the box. Jamie Vardy cleared away. All his fires. Pratt. Oh no! Pratt absolutely twats it into the goal. That is brilliant from Pratt, and that is a kick in the teeth for Liverpool. But they've fallen foul of their own failings once again here. They're creating good opportunities, they're testing the goalkeeper, but they are not scoring enough goals. And when you're going to be leaky at the back as well, that's going to be a recipe for mediocrity. That being said, Liverpool will still be second in the league, regardless of the result here. But Liverpool fans will be disappointed. They don't pay their money at Anfield to see draws, and not against managers that they've gone out of their way to see not at Anfield. 15 minutes left to go. Can the manager inspire
Come on, boys,
to take the win, to take the 3 points? The ball's into the box. It took a little while to catch up to that one. Gini Wijnaldum, big deep ball. Oh, unlucky. Ball was there. Alexander Arnold at the back stick had his opportunity. He could not put it away. You see Leicester really starting to flag in terms of fitness there. How Yuri Tielemans is still on this pitch, I do not know. A Herculean effort. Trent Alexander-Arnold, my word. It looks like his legs have fallen off completely. What a shame. What a shame. Such a young talent. He's been so heavily involved in this game, but when you're so vital to our team plays, inevitably you're going to use up a lot of stamina. Coming into the closing stages, we've got less than 10 minutes, even with additional time here. Can Liverpool snatch what has become somewhat a staple of the Pajak regime so far, and late winners, late moments of excitement and drama? Time really running out. Alexander-Arnold looks like he's going to be replaced here. And it's going to be Fabinho coming on at right back. One last throw of the dice.
Come on, boys.
We're going to see the clock.
Let's do something, boys. Let's do something, boys. Don't just peter out.
Yeah, that looks like that will be all she wrote. It will be counted as a Premier League classic. One for the neutrals, but not one for Liverpool fans watching at home. What will their reaction be to that game? It is Liverpool 2, it is Leicester 2, and Brendan Rodgers, unfortunately for Liverpool, will be the happier of the 2 managers tonight.
So there we go. I'll just have a quick look at the stats while Paul gets. I'll go meet Paul after that. I can't believe that, that's pissed me off. Yeah, someone asked us for the stats before. Someone actually said should have got the defenders off attack just as they'd scored. I was about to do that, whoever it was that said that. Yeah. Annoying, to be honest with you. Fuck. Anyway. When does City play and who do they play, I suppose, is the next thing that we'll be looking for. Oh, yeah, no comment, go away. 10 unbeaten. Oh, yeah, these draws, they feel like losses.
This is a good run. We're in a great run of 4.
Ethan says, Chris, you need to go off attacking once you score a goal. You to open it fucks up fitness. Okay, I'll remember that. This team isn't as strong mentally under MXP. Fuck you, Stephen Deming. You're nothing to me.
Rodgers rumbles Liverpool. Who's ginger? Strawberry blonde Rodgers. The Leicester Herald says. Stephen Patterson.
Oh, dirty me. Leicester aren't doing very well either, are they? Which is annoying.
Oh, Robert Schrader, hashtag I only kind of believe in page.
You mean-spirited man.
Need to
City
emotional
Wolves. Wolves always give City a bit of a trouble, bit of a tough game, don't they? In real life.
In real life, yeah, absolutely. Let's hope Adama Traore.
Oh, a draw!
Nah, is it? Oh yeah, amazing. There you go. Fantastic, brilliant. Ocean McGlinchey, who called it wrong, unfortunately, mate. Said that City don't drop points at all, and once again they've dropped 2. This is the good thing, you know. Both teams are fallible. Both teams are human. All we're saying now is Pep Guardiola's the greatest manager, and I'm doing this in inverted commas, in the history of this beautiful game ever. And Chris Pajak is neck and neck, shoulder to shoulder with him. Just saying, everyone.
Fucking comments crack me up sometimes. Apologies if I just laugh randomly. Josh Taylor said, someone get on the blower to the sculptors, cancel that statue. Gary Paul, it can only end badly with Pajak in charge, in my opinion. And followed up by Salman Qureshi. Brendan Rodgers is better than Pajak. Oh wait, I'd have thought of that. Small mentality from Rodgers, very small. Brilliant. I love reading these, they're funny, like. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, goodness me. What's this now? Press conference. Whew. Hi, everyone. Hi.
All right, Mr. Pajak, are you confident ahead of the upcoming tie?
I'm confident as long as we stick to our game plan.
Now then, Mr. Pajak, what are your thoughts on playing Blackburn and the Carabao Cup?
I quite like Blackburn. I like the fact that they had a great side in the mid-90s. You know, Kenny Dalglish obviously managed there and stuff like that. It was a great side. Ewell Park's a bit of a shithole. But yeah, they're all right. I mean, let's be honest, the Carabao Cup's a big bag of wank, isn't it? No one really gives a shit.
Now then, Mr. Pajak, you have an important fixture against Watford on Saturday. Do you have any plans to rest the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Joe Gomez in this midweek fixture against Blackburn, given your last match were only 3 days ago and both are looking tired?
Yeah, I do, to be honest. No, ordinarily, I wouldn't bother telling you that, and I'd just say, listen, I'm not prepared to discuss my team selection, but I think it's blindingly obvious that with Blackburn, we're going to beat them, no matter what we do. There's not much they can do, whether we put our reserves out. They can't win this game. It's just impossible for them. So I'm not bothered for telling you.
Do you have any sort of relationship with Tony Mowbray?
No. No, I'm not fond of him.
Will you be looking to experiment in this competition? Some would say it's not exactly high on your list of priorities.
Oh, it's bottom. It's bottom of the priorities. Like at the start of the season, you know, you look at it and you go, Premier League, number 1. Champions League, number 2. Club World Cup, number 3. Number 4, Super Cup. Number 5, Charity Shield. No, FA Cup. Number 5, 6 Charity Shield, and 7 would be the capital. I don't know how many. I've lost count here, boys. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how many competitions I was in. But it's below the Charity Shield. And the reason is they're both worthless cups or plates or whatever. But I think, you know, you only have to play one game for the Charity Shield, where you have to commit half a season, which is random in and of itself, to that competition. I don't want to disrespect the competition, though. We are here to win. Ish. Okie dokie. Who do you reckon we should bring in for this game, Paul?
We definitely need to play Adam Lewis at left back.
Yeah, we need to give Milner a little break, don't we?
Yeah, and I just, I've seen a few people saying that they don't think he's very good at fullback in this game, which is interesting. we'll have to see. We'll have to judge that a bit as the season progresses, really. Because, well, frankly, because we've got no choice because Robertson's out for another month.
3 to 4 weeks there. Mo Salah 4 to 8 days though.
Oh, that's good. Right. Okay. Let's have a look.
I'm definitely playing Lallana.
Origi needs to play, doesn't he?
I think he's still injured, mate.
Right.
Unless he's just come back from injury. Oh, he might have just come back. Yeah. Okay. Sound. Where was his? Yeah. Sound.
Isn't he? Harvey Elliott. We might be wait. Harvey Elliott's lost. He's got no match sharpness either, has he? Curtis Jones scored in the last round, didn't he?
Yeah, he's playing. Right. Let's go. Right. Should we give Kiana a boot at right back?
Yeah.
And then Lewis left. Oh, every time I'm going to drag that because I do ace.
Tactic screen.
No, I prefer it here because you can see the percentage that people are on. Kera, you can't. It's just like a little circle. It doesn't actually tell you the percentage. See?
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can see it there. So when I go to that screen, you can't, and that's the screen that I've been using.
Okay,
so I'm thinking Kera and Matip.
Okay. Yeah, all need games. That makes sense.
Hendo I gave the
didn't
last
play the
game.
last game.
Oh, did I give Fabinho off as well?
Fabinho come on at right back, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he's not fit. Yeah, he's fit, isn't he? That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, he's fine. So we've got a choice really. What's the next game? Is it the Champions League again?
Watford. No, Watford in the Premier League.
Watford, okay. Okay, sounds. 3 days later. I think I probably prefer Hendo in this one then, and therefore Fabinho in the next one. Because I think I gave Hendo it off as well. Sorry,
put the schedule back up again, if you don't mind, just because obviously beyond Watford, what's our...
Shit, no. Then it's Celtic. Wolves.
And how long's this? So it's another 3 days. So yeah,
3 days.
Oh Christ!
And then there's a 14-day gap to City.
Okay, so I mean, we need to. I mean, there might come a point where it's probably not necessarily for this one, but we might have to work. Actually, no. Actually, ignore me. The gap to City's massive business, so it's fine.
So I think Ox played in the last one, didn't he? I want Lallana in this one. And I think I'll go with Naby alongside there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see Harvey?
Yeah, I think Harvey's been bossing training, hasn't he? So he probably needs some minutes.
Minamino in the 9, maybe? Saying that Shaqiri should be playing in this game. Yeah, and Shaqiri, Minamino and Elliott should... Minamino, Shaqiri and Origi really should be the front three. Shouldn't they?
Yeah. But... actually, no, yeah, there's that, and then you've got Harvey Elliott off the bench if we need to. We don't need... Yeah, you want to keep...
Do you think I should play Alisson in? I should probably play Alisson, shouldn't I? He seems he's not match fit yet.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe boot Andy Lonergan down into the resis.
He can probably go now as well, can't he?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Are we on one screen yet? No, not quite. That's Lewis's fault, isn't it?
How do you manage your squad? Well, basically, if I can't see it all on one screen, then someone's got to go. Is the general rule of thumb.
Everyone does that, though, right?
Yeah, surely everyone. Oh, that's a good point. Actually, I was
What's a good point?
Think about the bench, as well, because we made this mistake last time of picking the 11, but not thinking about what it meant, the knock-on impact for the bench. So, like maybe someone like Nico Williams on the subs bench is being said by the Invader 96 on the Twitch stream.
Okay.
Oh, he's on loan, isn't he? Fucking hell, we sent him on loan because we're idiots. Yeah, there you go. That's the answer to your question. We accidentally let Nico Williams go on loan, so he's got no chance.
Okay, that's it. I'm not asked if we lose this game. I think it just makes it harder for us being in this competition to win the league, personally. So if that team goes through, I'm sound with that. If it doesn't, yeah, I'm not asked.
Yeah, I think we're all right for now. I think I wouldn't for the next few weeks. For the next round or two, we probably need it just for match sharpness. But yeah, once you get through this round and the next round, then we'll just bomb it out so we don't get to the semis.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna we're gonna go through to the match now. To be honest with you, mate.
Yeah.
Lallana, Origi, Minamino all lack of match fitness and may struggle. Proceed to match. Yes, I will proceed to the match. Thank you very much. Right, there is the side. Then Hoover, Kehrer, Matip, Lewis, Henderson, Adam Lallana, Naby Keita, Xherdan Shaqiri, Takumi Minamino and Divock Origi. Okay. Now, before I go into it, I want to just see... No, okay. I just wanted to see whether... Actually... Oh, that's poor, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I'm going to stick with that then. Yeah, I'm going to bring LFC TV's Maul Patron back in. Oh, Maul. Oh, my God. Send assistance.
Hello everybody, it is Carabao Capital Rumbelows Cup time. Big game here, Blackburn Rovers, Ewood Park. They have seen more Premier League wins at Ewood. That's a complete and utter lie because they technically won it at Anfield. So in your face, anyone who wants to say that, including me. It's 0-0 so far, 6 minutes gone. Shadow squad for Liverpool out here. Lewis Holtby, remember him with the corner. Elvis Costello there on the edge of the box.
Oh, Hoover!
That he's getting a game. Divock Origi. But Liverpool going to be short of match sharpness here. There's a few players who need this game time. Will that hamper their efforts to get past Blackburn Rovers in this tie? So far, it's been all Blackburn in the opening stages. Travis to Bradley Dack with the strike. Oh, just wide of the post. And good to see Alisson just getting a little bit of practice there. It's good for him, good for his fitness just to jump around a little bit. He needs to get right back up to the peak of his powers if Liverpool are going to get the best out of him in this campaign. It's not been, in terms of the stats, fairly evenly balanced. Liverpool dominating possession and level now in terms of shots and shots on targets. Liverpool's just starting to grind their way through the gears. It's not pretty. It's not scintillating attacking stuff. And honestly, if you've paid money to be here and travelled the way to Blackburn, unlucky. It's probably going to be crap from here on in. But we do see some real talent in this Liverpool side. Divock Origi, Lord and master of all that he sees, all of the light touches.
Lion King, fucking hell.
Takumi Minamino, of course, big January transfer, the last of the Jurgen Klopp signings, technically. Sent here via DeLorean courier service from the future. He's not really kicked in with his Liverpool career yet. Shaqiri flat to deceive, but Keita, Lallana, Henderson. And some promising prospects here. Kiana Hoover, actually probably Liverpool's player of the game so far in at right back. D'Lo Kehrer. It's a shadow Liverpool team, but it's an interesting one. Plenty of things to be learned. If I sound unconvinced by what I'm saying here, just that it's because I am.
Come on, give us something.
Commentator.
Come on, boys.
Sometimes even the offer of a Mark Lawrenson or a Steve McManaman alongside me, just to break up the monotony of the football. I'd like McManaman there just to periodically say my name.
Everton holding City to a draw there. Imagine Manchester City getting a fucking an actual team. Everton City, bloody hell. Well done, Peter. He told them that it was disappointing performance. I'll be ringing the changes soon. I'm a bit bored myself here.
Second half underway then. This game just has not sparked into life in any way, shape or form. Some might say this is what happens when you basically change the vast majority of the players you take to the pitch. You lack cohesion. You've got players just looking for match sharpness.
Go a little bit early.
You've got players who would really should be looking to lay a marker down here. It's been disappointing from Shaqiri, disappointing from Keita. The captain Henderson, in that role we know he's just a crab really, so no one expects more from him in the six. But yeah, this game failed to spark into life, and be honest, if you can tell from her posture, sure most of you are feeling the same at home, sliding down into your couches, but at least you have the benefits of A, being able to wear clothes that aren't absolutely scaldingly hot, like being wrapped around having an actual sun wrapped around you. And of course you can, freely get up and leave, which is the benefits of watching the game on the television as opposed to being in the commentary booth in Blackburn when really it could be a home decorating the spare bedroom. Anyways, Joel Matip out to the left. Takumi Minamino plays it backwards. Very, very systematic and indicative of how the play's gone for them this season. Curtis Jones. Can the young Scouser inject some life?
Come on, boys.
Some signs of life. Anything. Honestly, at this point, I'd be handing him a deck of cards and just saying, entertain the crowd with some cheap card tricks. Anything to stave off the boredom of this football match. Does he know how to juggle? That's a question that we need to ask someone. Maybe the manager can do some cartwheels on the touchline or something.
I heard someone shouting from the stands before, one of the massive travelling Reds, saying about changed him to wingers. Well, he's a better as a inverted winger attack. I like the look of that. Yeah, that one sounds good. And what have we got for you? Oh, we've got inverted winger attack for you as well. Okay, I like that. And I'm going to turn Divock into an advanced forward and attack. Thank you. Sorry I didn't take the name for that one.
Well, you start to really question your life choices when you're watching a game like this. You go to journalism, broadcast school, 5 years. You spend your days making cups of tea at the BBC, finally get your big break, and then lose it because of alcoholism. And then you end up at LFC TV. And, it's good when they're winning.
Oh, ball!
Games, it's good.
Oh, P-rolled it!
Great voice on that one. You end up at LFC TV, and sometimes you get to cover, big European games, but a lot of it is just awful under 18, under 23 games, and just drab as dishwater. Capital League, run below Milk Cup games, and this is no exception. Genuinely wondered if Graham Beecroft ever had to suffer this kind of indignity, or would you see Martin Tyler wasting his life away on a game like this? I'll give you the short answer. The short answer is no. Does he bollocks? He gets wheeled out for the big games. He's basically at this point the Hulk Hogan of Sky Sports commentators.
Right, Greg Hyde has said this goes straight to penalties. Is that right?
That is an interesting shout. I do believe... Ooh, does it go straight to pens? I honestly don't know. I'll be perfectly honest. Did I think that Liverpool would struggle against Blackburn? Therefore, did my research into the structure of this season's League Cup? No, I did not. If anyone in the back office or in the production booth there can just let me know, does this go to extra time or not? Because I'll be honest, my car is on a meter. If it goes to extra time, I'm going to need you to send a runner down with some 20p's and bang a few more in the parking meter there. Otherwise, I'm going to be in heavy shit. And having sat through this game, my fee is not sufficient to then pick up a parking ticket.
So if it does, I've just gone for it does, right? People are starting to say, yes, it does, yes. So I've brought in James Milner and Fabinho as two penalty takers and taken off a couple of the youngsters.
Well, is this a tactical substitution here? Looks like manager's brought on two of his penalty experts here. Shades of Louis van Gaal bringing on Tim Krul. Oh my word, what has happened there? I've nearly felt a feeling there. But as it is, no, back to normal. 4 minutes of stoppage time, because of course there is. It wouldn't shock me if they added on time, and let's be honest, the way this game's gone,
boys, thank you for the shout outs there.
Any of us be surprised to see everyone either score or everyone miss their penalties and us be forced to watch penalties until the earth it dies a slow heat death at the end of the natural universe. We shall see. James Milner, penalty taker 1. Looks like Fabinho Kurt Jones. That's an interesting pick. Here's number 3. The young Scouser, though, he's bang up for it. He's a man for a big occasion, despite being such a young man. Jordan Henderson, the captain, taking the Steven Gerrard role. The glory penalty, as it were.
Oh my days, I've never done one of these on this game.
James Milner.
It's just been brought on.
Spot against Celtic. couple of weeks ago in the Champions League, and he's done so again. Of course, James Milner scored. That is what he does. He makes amazing social media content and scores penalties. Moles, which is slum backwards, scores. Fabinho. The penalty experts bang them in for fun for Monaco. Not as good for Liverpool so far. Oh, but that is tucked away with aplomb. And now Samuel. Who's presumably therefore got 2 first names, which is always a bit weird. Takes the penalty. And that is saved. It is saved, the decision to put the Brazilian in net. Vindicated. Now Kurt Jones. Bit of pressure on the young scouser here. What can he do? He takes the wide run up. Oh, cool as you like. No doubt the confidence is dripping from this young man, like the sweat pouring from my nipples at the moment. Brereton. That's a good goal. Shane. Back to Liverpool. Divock Origi. He's a goal scorer. Is he a penalty taker? He's moonwalked round. Oh my days. Stop it. Pick that one out, son. And now, Lewis Holtby, who seems to have gone for the piss, slowly making his way to the penalty spot, just building up the drama. It's a bit like when they're announcing whether someone has had a good or poor performance on the X Factor this. Lewis Holtby, he was crap at Tottenham.
Over the bar, over the bar.
He's gone straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. He's played Alisson Becker like a fiddle there, like a cheap fiddle. And here we go now. Falls down as a captain, Henderson. A goal here will see Liverpool through to the next round. A miss for the captain, and it will see us have to extend this game even further, which I just can't even begin to tell you how much I do not want that to happen. Jordan Henderson, do it for me, Jordan. Do it for the fans at home. We just want to get off and go to bed.
Yes!
Oh, yes, Jordan Henderson. He books Liverpool's place in the next round of the Rumble House Cup. What a game this has not been. It has been fucking atrocious from start to finish. But at least we can all remember it is done now and we can all get on with our lives.
Right.
See you in a bit, mate. Bro. Sorry about that. I'm just going to get a bit angry with the boys, to be honest. I might do it calmly, though. We ain't good enough. We have to think. Yeah, we have to step things up. Okay. Well, look, they all look fired up, so that's a good thing. So I'll move on now. Oh my God, City beat Everton as well. 94th minute, one for Aguero. None of the Everton fans will have seen that. They'll have got off after Jesus scored on the 62nd minute, I'd guess. Man United drubbed Crystal Palace as well. I can't believe we needed penalties there. But listen, whoever it was who shouted that from the stands, thank you so much about that. Bringing on those 2 penalty takers definitely got us through that game. So thank you very much for that one. Massively appreciated. Okay. We'll bring in Paul now. Paul, disappointing result really, mate.
Yeah. It was
It was dross, wasn't it?
That was just, 90 odd minutes of my life I'm never going to get back. When I'm lying there, thinking about my, the last breaths are threatening to leave my body at the end of my life, I'll remember that, I lost 90 vital minutes in my life to a Carabao Cup game against Blackburn.
We've just got a notification through on our chat that says, congratulations, you've received 1,000 messages today. So thank you very much for that. 1,000 messages, Jesus Christ, that's a lot. I don't think I've ever seen that notification before, to be honest.
Thank you very much, everyone. That's great.
I've got a press conference to do, Paul.
Oh, hold on, let me get in my press conference booth.
Okay, mate. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it then.
Hello, Mr. Pejak. I am back. It is Daniel Svensson here. Do you have any words for Tony Mowbray and Blackburn following the match?
Suck it.
Hello there, Pejak. Today's result sees your team through to the next round of the competition and you must be delighted. Do you think you can go all the way and win it?
No, the likelihood is I'm going to throw this competition. We discussed it, me and the director of football pre-match. We wanted to get through, but ultimately we decided that we'd get through this game, we'd get to the semi-final, and we'd bomb from there. No disrespect to the competition, of course.
Jordan Henderson has got himself on the back pages with a winner and a dramatic penalty shootout. It must have been a pretty nervous time for you watching.
Yes, it was. I was very nervous. I've never done one of these penalty shootout things. And to be honest with you, it kind of surprised me. I only found out in 88 minutes we were going to penalties. So yeah, I got very nervous because of that.
This is me, Daniel Spencer again. Nobody expected the match to go all the way to a penalty shootout.
Honestly, mate, I know.
But you just about managed to get the win at the end. Are you disappointed your team came so close to losing the game?
No.
Okay. But Divock Origi had a pretty torrid time in front of goal, didn't he?
No.
Right. Who do you want in the draw for the next round?
Who do I want in the draw? So I've got Villa, Bournemouth, Brighton, Chelsea, Fulham, Huddersfield, Man City, Man United, Sheffield United, Spurs, or West Ham.
Well, I should really ask, who do you want in the next round, and why is it Huddersfield?
Oh, it's definitely Huddersfield. It's close, to be honest. I like Huddersfield. There's a little away. It's close. So that's it. Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business with you. Right, we'll move on. I reckon we're going to get quite a few games through here, mate. We've got another game against Celtic there. Bit of a mad one, really. I mean, I've just come from the post-match press conference, and then all of a sudden, I'm being interviewed by Sky Sports.
Hello and welcome
Sky Sports.
TV. I'm Chris Pajak and I'm here at Ewood Park as Liverpool beat Blackburn. I've got to be honest with you, I thought the first half was pretty boring all told. You could probably tell that the lads have been working really hard. Everybody looked a little bit leggy and stuff like that. There wasn't too much creativity. I think Adam Lallana's positioning at times left a little bit to be desired. He's that player, he's a creative player who likes to get up into space and stuff, and what ended up happening is your left winger sometimes has to cover for him because he's left, he's right, he likes to go everywhere, and unfortunately when your left wingers
Curtis Jones
didn't quite work, and a couple of times Blackburn got in on that side, and it might have been due to Adam Lallana taking up a position on the right hand side and stuff like that. So a little bit disappointing first half. This Liverpool side are just getting their act together, and as I say, they're working really hard. Some real sort of top players as well who've come out and join this squad. In fact, one of them is behind me right now in Curtis Jones, who had a tremendous game once again. Are you going to come and say hello? Thought you were for a second then. He's been absolutely brilliant, and he just doesn't look like he is out of place at the moment, so long may that continue.
Oh, it's tremendous. I'd forgotten all about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you into a little secret. I picked beside around that video. Who do you think we should play? Absolutely, mate. Yeah, that was brilliant.
Any other football manager streamers? And there can't be, can there? There can't be. You've got Dr. Benji smashing it, James Alcott smashing it, tons and tons of people, Lolujo smashing it, brilliant football manager streamers, and I bet not one of them has ever picked a team for a competitive game in any way, shape or form because of a video that was filmed 2 years earlier.
In Ewood Park.
Yeah, absolutely. What I'm really
fucking pre-season friendly.
Is your ventriloquism.
Oh yeah.
Getting better. Your ability to say words but move your mouth in a different speech pattern is outrageous. Curtis Jones. Absolutely magic.
Honestly, mate, I really enjoy putting this together. I did that about 6:30 this morning. I was editing that one, and you should see, because I'm in the room with the kids as well. So I've got the laptop on my knees. They're running around, and I'm going Curtis Jones, just screaming at my laptop, and they're like, ah!
Oh, while I think on for everyone, just before we move into the next game, obviously we've got Watford up next. In fact, because if you want to get on with the what you're doing in the build to this, I'll just talk to the audience for a moment. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure that you follow the Twitch channels and switch the notifications on for it as well. That's a big help. If you're watching on YouTube, we are on 190 likes, 91 likes right now. Let's just get it to 200. Who's going to be the 9 heroes who gets us up to the 200 mark? Ideally, as ever, I want at least 300 on the total stream, and obviously the video after the fact. More the better. Don't feel like this is going to happen without you.
No.
You guys. Oh dear. Oh, it's only 2 to 3 weeks. Thank God for that. But while I'm here, actually, you see the adverts running. Well, again, Chris mentioned this last week. You might have stopped seeing them because people do tend to switch off to such things. But the advert that runs just alongside me, or alongside Chris, there for the Redmen merch. I just want to I've got a couple of bits and pieces of it here, which I just wanted to show everyone. The quarter taken quickly.
Turn your background thing off, Paul, because it's disappearing, mate. That looked like the fucking invisibility cloak from Harry Potter there. You put that in front of you and you're all disappeared.
I got a second, yeah, I'll do that.
Do it again. Lift it up. No, lift the t-shirt up.
Yeah, I got it. Alright, let's just show it. There you go. Anyway, the corner taken quickly Origi t-shirt is there. It's absolutely amazing. And we've also got, you can also see what an absolute disgrace of a mess this office is as well while we're doing that. The Captain Hendo t-shirts are there, and they're an absolute beast. So yeah, if you want to get involved with any of them, obviously I think we're all. I thought, you know, I would bring the shutters down on my spending during lockdown, but I haven't. But what I've been doing is buying Boss t-shirts, and if you're like me, you're on the lookout for good t-shirts, and we've got you absolutely covered. Obviously, you go to the redmentv.com, and there's a little tab there which says shop is the most direct way of getting to it, basically, and you get those t-shirts and a whole other load of the Boss designs as well. So yeah, do go over there and get one of them if you like them, and go and have a little mooch around, see what takes your fancy. And if you want other designs, cool Liverpool designs, then go to threadsforreds.com as well. Who the guy who does that stuff actually does the Redmen designs, and they're just, yeah, it's all out of this world. So yeah, if you want some new clobber, get yourself sorted over there.
Yeah, we've just Jadon Sancho's just come second in the October Player of the Month there as well. Which is pretty cool. But he did win the Young Player of the Month. Oh, cool. Which is really wicked, fun, isn't it? Like, so well done him. I'm just filling for time a little bit now, because I think you've just spotted what I spotted, and I've just got to go and see if I can find that file somewhere on my computer, because I want to use that again. So we're gonna. That would have been episode 2, maybe.
Sancho's dedicated his award to Pajak, which is good to see.
That's nice, isn't it? I mean, he should do, really, shouldn't he? He owes me his life, if nothing else. Where am I?
Thanks very much, by the way. Ross, if you're on, in fact, you've probably done it on Twitch as well, I guess. I don't know if you can do it on Twitch, but on the YouTube comments, the live comments, Ross has put the direct links in for those t-shirts if you want to take a closer look and see what they look like. There's a range of colour options as well for those, so obviously if the ones I've shown you aren't necessarily your style or whatever in terms of the colour, you can get a few different bits and pieces. So yeah, the links are just there, go and have a little look. And yeah, we've smashed through 200 likes. Thanks very much, everyone. It was a bit of a piss target, to be honest. We needed the 9. We're on 204. Keep pressing it. If you haven't done it yet, then yeah, make sure that you do click that like button, and as always, please do feel free to comment alongside. I'm always interested to know in particular where people are commenting from, and don't forget, you can also have a little chat amongst yourselves in the comments if you want to do. We're here every Monday and Thursday from 10 to 4 till about 6 p.m. doing these tunes. If you're new to it, welcome to the 1 year plan. It's like this, it's just us chilling out, doing some daft stuff, playing a bit of footy manager, and obviously having a bit of a good old laugh when we win, and being really depressed and miserable about our lives when we don't.
So there we go. Thank you very much, Sancho. What?
See that Jamal Lewis came second in the young players.
That was £100 million player. Sancho's only 85. Liverpool's Jadon Sancho has told BBC Radio Mail that his manager was a key reason for the consistent form that recently won him the English Premier League Division Young Player of the Month. Wow, striking 21 shots on target while embarking on 43 dribbles in 14 appearances. Wow. And there you go. Oh my days. He's done it again. I might just leave this in the programme now, because this is just going to be dead easy for me every single month. Thank you very much. Werner, please, Payjack Awards. Not Timo, but it is Thomas.
Oh, look at him.
Oh no! Audio's terrible on this screen from Paul. I'm going to move us back. Cool, carry on talking, mate.
What a picture. Skenny, congratulations in the comments to your, not just ours, not just Chris getting the award. This is an award for all of you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause for the support that you've given him. Without you guys, Chris still would have done what he did. But you know, it's just nice to indulge, isn't it? Okay, quarter final draw for the Carabao Cup is underway. Huddersfield, Bournemouth, Brighton, and Hove Albion. Liverpool. Oh, a trip down to the Amex.
Nice. Why are people asking what I'm wearing? Oh, City United. Ouch.
Oh, yes. That is an amazing draw. Oh, God, yeah.
This could open up for us.
Yeah.
Tottenham, Fulham's a bit of a derby in some description. Oh, Fulham's more Chelsea. Someone just asked me what I'm wearing, so if you want to know, I've got the suit jacket on, I've got the white shirt, and I've got the Air Jordan shorts on, which you can't see because the background's on. Hang on a second. The Air Jordan, repping the Last Dance, you know what I mean? You've got to, haven't you? I do look like an absolute fruitcake, to be fair. If you just walked into me in my hallway or something, you'd think, what the fuck's this lad doing?
We actually did it. We did a big bit on this on the podcast this week about how Chris's children will be perceiving him in the weeks, months, and probably in counselling sessions in the future years. That podcast, in case you're wondering, the Matech Page podcast is out at 5 o'clock on Friday on youtube.com/MatechPageac. Definitely, if you want to get a little bit more background info and insight into us doing this series, we've had a chat about it the last couple of weeks. Good stuff. Harvey Elliott at a 10.
I know, mate. 10 on a 9.65 as well. 2 big games now.
Did you use what saving game? Okay. Did you use in your practice run at the game? Did you use Harvey Elliott any?
I can't really remember. I feel like I did.
I'm just interested to know because obviously he's still only a wee boy, isn't he? So we shouldn't. And at the moment we don't really have any great need for him, but. You know, people who have played as Liverpool on this game before, if they know that you can get a tune out of Harvey Elliott straight away, then there might be a benefit to us because obviously we've only got the League Cup really is the obvious place for him to come in. Whether there's something,
yeah, it's because I'm happy.
He's not really been amazing, has he?
But he was, boss, when he was playing in pre-season when the lads weren't there, wasn't it? So if with a run of games, I reckon he's going to be all right. It's whether we're ever going to be in a position to trust any of them. Yeah. Now, look, if Harvey Elliott comes in and does good, then yeah, you know what? Why not?
Yeah, it's just interesting to know. People have played him. People who play a lot of this, and have had any significant goes with the Liverpool save. Have they used Harvey Elliott, and do they know if it's capable? Because my gut feeling is at 16, there's just it'd be a bit of a waste of time, but. He's banging in the performances in training, isn't he? That's got to be there for a reason. It's a computer game. You know, it tells you this stuff. There's a purpose behind all of this. But yeah, you're right. I'm with you. My gut instinct is that you stick with Shaqiri and or Minamino. But interesting to know if anyone knows any more on that subject. Impartial, yes, lads. How are we today? Hello, Impartial. one of the superstars of my Pez little Pez community going over on my Twitch channel.
Oh shit, we're back in. I've clicked that button again, Paul. You'd think I'd learn by now, but I don't. I never ever learn. Alisson Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk, Milner, Fabinho, Wijnaldum and Henderson. Yeah, Sadio Mane, Jadon Sancho, Roberto Firmino into the dressing room. Let's do the team talk while Paul gets changed. I'm going to be assertive today. What works actually for the team talk stuff? Like what do people actually use, and what do they have the best sort of response from? Because I'm always like, whenever I've played this game before, I'm always thinking to myself, right, okay, I'll just do a standard message pretty much every single time, and then when it's a big game I change it up, thinking that that's kind of, you know, the way to do it. But not sure, let me know. Okay, they all seem motivated, so that's good. Right, here we go then. Teams are coming out.
Okay. Welcome back to Anfield. Home of the European champions. Home of the Premier League champions-elect, possibly. Can they put to bed Watford? Surely there's no chance Watford could ever cause Liverpool problems in a domestic football game, but we shall see.
We're unbeaten, mate. We're not losing to Watford.
Oh! It's a goal kick. Looks like it was in, but it was not. Yeah, Liverpool just do not lose to Watford. Not anymore. Not a team of this quality. It would be quite preposterous to imagine Liverpool dropping points to the Hornets in any way, shape or form. But here we go, those 6 minutes into the game. Liverpool once again dominating the shot. They love a shot, this Liverpool side. Oh yes, they do. In terms of their preferences, seems that they prefer shots more than goals. It's Paul Tierney says penalty.
Who's that?
Who is that?
Oh,
Milner.
James.
Of course, it's James Milner. 3 from the penalty spot for James Milner. Oh, look at him. Look at him standing there, receiving the adulation of the fellow professionals around him. And, of course, the rapturous applause of the Liverpool fans watching in the stands. Oh, this is...
Shouts of Mr. Automatic and great from Stephen and Impartial.
Yeah, right. Okay, fantastic stuff there. Liverpool off the mark. A couple of games that needed these penalties to get them across the line. I mean, least of all, of course, the absolutely life-changingly boring Carabao Cup win over Blackburn. But Watford just don't seem at the races here today. They look uninterested at what the manager's got to say. They're looking just boring, rubbish. Whereas Pajak's Reds look fractionally better than that, which is all I can really say about this so far. I mean, it just looks like a shooting exercise, like Liverpool are some form of Premier League footballing Harlem Globetrotters, taking pot shots from everywhere. They're not going in, though, unfortunately, and maybe it's something, once again, we need to revisit. Liverpool have apparently ordered 2 training sessions in the last 3 months on shooting. Not probably any great surprise that it hasn't made a massive impact on the team's output on the pitch. But maybe...
Olays!
Don't forget. Milner overlapping here, getting into the box.
Oh, Mane!
Oh, Sadio Mane. He has really stepped up to the plate these last few weeks in the absence of Mo Salah. That's another goal. It's another scrapbook goal. It's another assist for James Milner, who's pretty much been man of the match there for as a result. Goal and an assist for Mr. Boring on the left-hand side. Not so dull now. Sadio Mane, he's ecstatic. He should be. It's Liverpool 2, Watford 0. It's just Liverpool in third gear here. No need for them to go harder. No need to put your foot to the floor. No need to waste energy. No need to go big, go hard, go stupid. It's just Watford playing into Liverpool's hands. Here's Decore, Gerard Deulofeu, the blue nose. Some might say twat, but I'm not allowed to say that on commentary on air. Firmino, Jadon Sancho stretching the play, getting into the box, cutting in inside. James Sancho! Just needed the finish. Good save by Aurelio Gomez in the end there. Despite the fact that he's 7,000 years old, he's managed to get down to the floor. And most importantly, because the old people can get down to the floor quickly, it's the getting back up that's often the pivotal thing that they're lacking. And he did that as well. Fair play to him. Anyway, 2-0 to Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold with the ball into the box.
Oh,
Jadon Sancho! Will the goal stand? It looks like it will do. It was going to happen. He scored against his old team. You might say I didn't know that fact until I saw it written in front of me, but that would be unfair to the amount of research I do to these games. Jadon Sancho, Christian Kabasele couldn't do anything about it, and yes, Jadon Sancho, another goal for the Wonder Kid. What a signing he has proven to be. And you can see once again, Mohamed Salah, days away from returning to first team training, and the two men who are technically keeping him out of the side, both on the score sheet as we go in at Anfield at half-time.
Right, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to make a couple of substitutions. I know we've got, is it another Champions League game in like 3 days or something? So while we're 3-0 up, I'm thinking I might just change it, go a little bit more defensive, slow the tempo down, start resting some of these lads who are looking a bit tired. Trent again is one of those lads who just is knackered. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Matip on at centre half, move Gomez out, and I'm going to send him to defend this time.
Big shout out before we do. Big shout out to Martin Walls 7 for the super chat. You absolute hero, Martin Walls.
Thank you very much, Martin. Right, Jimmy Milner. We're leaning on Jimmy, aren't we? But there's nothing really we can do there, unless I keep Trent on. But Trent was goosed, so. What do you reckon, Paul?
Who have we got? Wiz? We've got... Did Joel Matip start?
No, I've just brought him on for Trent and move Gomez to right back.
So, okay, yeah, so really, yeah, I mean, we've just not got the options there at all. Maybe, I mean, you could put like
just rest one of these two.
Put a Lallana into midfield and put one of Fabinho or Henderson to right back if we really wanted to.
You know what? I think that's a better idea, because then we could bring Gomez onto left, couldn't we?
Left back, yeah.
So, and then wait there. What have I done here? I'm so confused. Who did I bring on?
That's right. That's right. Just stop wiggling it around.
What am I doing?
Hang on. That's fine. So now you take Milner off.
For who? Oh, for... Oh, right, okay, yeah,
Lallana,
that's it.
Keita, Minamino, whomever.
Give it Lallana. He had a decent performance last time. Yeah, I'm going to leave one substitution.
To avoid the inevitable we lose a man to injury scenario faced before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ismail Sarr. He's a shy boy, but he's not playing like one. Oh! Good effort, good save, Alisson Becker. That's what he's there for. To save shots and stop goals.
I forgot to do the defensive side of things.
A little tinker there. Tinker man, Jack.
Where's the sound gone?
Kabasele. Kabasele, Gomez, Cathcart. Best good spell of possession here for Watford. Curse of the commentator. Thank heavens. Gomez at left back here, inside to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk goes back to Alisson Becker. This is how a title-winning football side plays.
I love this Olays. Hey!
Ooh, oh, boo! Says the crowd as the Olays come to an abrupt end. Gerard Deulofeu, they may also have been booing him because he's a blue-nosed kid.
Tackle him, Fabinho.
Danny Welbeck into the box, and Danny Welbeck has scored! Oh my days! I don't know what's more shocking. The fact that Danny Welbeck isn't injured and is on a football field, or the fact that that is also coupled with the fact that he's found the back of the net. Danny Welbeck, to think It was once a time where he used to play for England, which might be a sad indictment of how shite England are, to be fair. But there you go. Signed from Arsenal by Watford for some reason. And maybe this is the reason here. An 8.2 for Danny Welbeck. A goal for him. Quite astounding.
Oh, shit the bed. Okay, right, we're going to just change this back.
Liverpool have tried to shut the game out from half-time. Ismail Sarr! Oh, good save. Solid save. It was a piss-poor finish, and let's be honest, that was a good thing for Liverpool in that situation, because another goal there for Watford, and the complexion of this tie would have almost flipped on its head. Is Sadio Mane. Another goal for Liverpool, though, will put this game safely and soundly tucked up in bed. Lallana maintains possession. Little Lallana Cruyff turn there for no reason. He crosses the ball into the box. Goal kick to Watford. Good to see Adam Lallana on the ball there. He's very good at being on the ball. You can definitely say that about him. There's a little melee there on the right-hand side. Chalabar to Dawson. Dawson looks to get it away. Chris is changing something, so it completely obscured my vision of the game there. Jadon Sancho. Straight into the box. Jadon Sancho!
Oh.
Mario Gomez. He looked like he was falling down a flight of stairs there, and the ball accidentally hit him on the hands. Lallana in the corner.
Come on.
Gomez is having the game of his life in nets here for Watford. This game should be dead and buried. But once again, it's not. And once again, Liverpool find themselves, although comfortable, still in a position where a Watford goal would put more undue pressure on in this game than they perhaps should have on the full balance of play. Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, back to the goalkeeper again. This time wasting from Liverpool. Is it time wasting, or is it playing and building possession? It very much looks like time wasting as Henderson refuses to play a simple ball to a man in red and instead goes to the man in black in goal. Mane.
Oh, what
Mane,
a ball.
big ball left hand side. Jadon Sancho's pace will get him there. Can he beat his man?
Oh!
He can do! It's Mane! And it's Liverpool 4! Watford 1! Sadio Mane with yet another goal! Sancho with another assist! What a pairing they are! What a front line Liverpool have got! What a manager! What a team! What a day! What a goal! What a time to be a Liverpool fan! Liverpool 4, Watford 1. Oh, that is the stuff. That is the stuff dreams are made of. You see Jadon Sancho using that lightning pace, getting the ball where your average normal man would have stood no chance. That's the ball back across again. Oh, Mane, so close to the hat-trick. A hat-trick that he so richly deserves for his all-round performance. He and Sancho have been outstanding. Firmino, not so much, but it's fine. You know, the old saying goes, if the left one don't get you, then the right one will. Well, in this instance, if the centre one doesn't get you, then the left and the right one will. Which is, in boxing terms, kind of punching like this. Kind of like punching like a butterfly stroke-style punch. And that's what Liverpool have used to effectively knock out Watford. A butterfly stroke punch.
Shut off.
Anyway, to go to the bench for the final time. Takumi Minamino will come on. He's just happy to be involved at this point. Taking a reasonable sized paycheck and occasionally getting to run around the pitch and barely interact with his fellow teammates. It can't be a bad life unless you're looking to promote yourself and extend yourself as a footballer and reach higher echelons of the game, in which case, unlucky to him. Oh, the ball into the box there. Joe Gomez didn't quite keep the door shut there at left back. I mean, to be expected, he is not a left back.
Oh.
Remember that from the Brendan Rodgers era. Anyway, 4-1, getting to the last 10 minutes of the game. Will we see any more action? Will Liverpool go back to Payjack ball, as it's known, which is the time waste, stroke the ball around, shut down and frustrate the opponent, and then point in the face and put your thumb to your nose and wiggle your fingers and go, nah. That is Payjack ball at its finest. 3 minutes of added time. That's going to come to an end. It's been a good performance from Liverpool. They've turned their domination into goals. That is one for the scrapbook. A 4-1 win, all told on the day. Sadio Mane, man of the match performance. Another great game from Sancho and from James Milner. That is me. That is you.
Ooh, I tell you what, that was absolutely sound. Yeah, I got a little bit scared when they scored, obviously. But you should have seen the scenes in the Kop. Oh, that was straight after the fourth one went in. Absolutely sensational scenes in the Kop as well. Absolutely fantastic. Loving that. And then if you went outside, I tell you what, boys, I'm sure it was absolutely booming outside there as well.
Yeah, we're going to win the league.
And the director of football out there saying we're going to win the league on Redmen TV, which is a little bit mad, to be honest with you. But Paul, sometimes you just got to go and put your name forward.
Listen, I'll be honest. I had an absolute skinful in the director's box. I have no memory of doing that. All I'll say, kids, is red wine and vodka do not make good bedfellows. Drink. Stay safe, kids.
So we're going to go into the press conference room anyway. I skipped through the first one prior to the game, but let's go into there. Oh, it's this floppy-head muppet again. Hello, mate. I can see you.
Hello, Mr. Pajak.
Oh, you posh twat.
How much longer can you keep this incredible run going for? Can you keep the good times rolling?
I'd like to keep the good times rolling. I think, we saw Liverpool fans there just singing, and we could hear them, and we could hear Tom Dutton singing as well. And you know what? I know I could hear him, but he's just a normal guy. He really, really is, Tom Dutton. He's a man of the people. He's a normal person. He drinks just like me and you.
Yeah, I've heard that about him. I've heard that. He puts his trousers on one leg at a time. He drinks his drink in public houses, just like that. Good to know.
Yeah, I hope I've answered your question.
Absolutely. Hello, Mr. Pajak. Daniel Welbeck was brilliant today, wasn't he? It can't be very often you come against an opponent who put in type of performance like that.
It was a bit mad. I mean, I heard someone was playing some commentary back for me, and I heard it on my iPhone, because you've got to say, if you've got an iPhone, you've got to say it's an iPhone. It's not just a phone; it's an iPhone. So I was watching it on my iPhone, and I thought to myself, well, that Mo Patron's a funny fucker, isn't he? Did you hear what he said about on my iPhone? He said a lot of things about Danny Welbeck being not injured, and I thought it was brilliant, and I was surprised myself. So yeah, I hope I've answered your question.
Hello there once again, Mr. Pajak. Liverpool have scored a high proportion of their goals originating from crosses this season, which feels like an awkwardly phrased sentence, but you know what, let's roll with it. Can you offer any insight as to why it's proven to be such an effective means of scoring?
Honestly, I think it's in the word. I mean, you said originating, but it's really origi. Hope I've answered your question.
All right there, Mr. Pajak. Aaron Ashby, why have you adopted this particular tactical approach?
I just like attacking football. I don't want to be a defensive side. I don't want to be anti-football or anything like that. I love attacking football. I just want my side to play attacking football. I want to give the fans what they deserve, and hopefully that's enough to bring them number 19. Classy Mane. Oh, 11 matches unbeaten in a row.
Right.
Let's have a look at the league table, mate, because I think... Oh, there we go. Oh, I fucked that right up. Did City win? They still haven't played. Shall we see what we can do about that? Oh, there they go.
Yeah,
it's Sheffield United.
No chance to get a win.
Absolutely no chance. Lads in the comments, girls in the comments, Twitter, YouTube, we need you all to say there's absolutely no chance that Sheffield United beat Manchester City. We've got to reverse engineer this shit.
Comfortable win for Man City. Everyone, can we all predict the score and how many goals Man City are going to win by? That'll be that's what we're going to need here. Look, it's a foregone conclusion. It's not even worth. It's barely even worth looking at it, to be honest.
No. Oh, yeah. Well, Tony Blakeway says it's going to be 3-1 to City. At least 8-0. Yeah.
Still all.
4-1 says the real Slim Sheepy,
man.
Sheepy. 1-1 for Del Alexander. Okay.
Fuck off. You've just not got it, have you?
Nanification 7 says no chance. I can't believe there were 6 other nanifications.
Right.
5-0 City. That seems enough.
Ooh.
4-0 City. Oh, dirty Maple. That was never going to work, was it?
You got to do what you can. You got to anti-jinx things as much. But we can't use lucky songs in this game because of copyright. So you've got to take whatever you can along the way. It wasn't 8-0, so that's a bonus.
This is true.
Right? Should we call it a day?
I think we should, mate. I think it's been. Should we have a little look at what's actually happened in this run of games? Because we've had quite a few there. We beat Celtic first, didn't we?
Yeah.
2 draws on the bounce, but obviously a late winner against Blackburn. Brilliant heads up play right at the end and bringing on 2 penalty takers. And then Watford, we absolutely smashed. Fucking hell, live. I wonder what we would have probably been knocked out of that if it wasn't for whoever that was. Big thank you again, who said that competition goes straight to pens.
Important insider info that we should know as professionals who get paid to analyse football. But yeah, can we just say, everyone, actually massive thanks to everyone who's obviously been following us on the series so far. If you're new to it, obviously you can go back. They're all in the archive on the YouTube channel, so you can go back and check them out if you want to. If you ever want to get us and have a little bit less delay on the stream, you can go to twitch.tv/RedmenTV. Big shout to the Twitch crew who've been here throughout this one. Go and follow the Twitch channel if you haven't done so already. We're on 217 likes. Let's get to at least 250. There's 311 people watching live right now. If you haven't pressed that like button, it's on you. It's on you. No one can make it happen but you. The other people around you might have pressed it. If you haven't, I'm looking at you and I'm talking to you specifically. We will knock you out. We will knock you the fuck out if you don't press that like button. So yeah, press that now. That'd be lovely. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel as well, please do. And a couple of things from me. I'm doing my PES series over on twitch.tv/Mates Gaming. Back in at 5:30 tomorrow over on that. The Matrix Payjack podcast is live at 5 tomorrow on our YouTube channel. And of course, there's loads of amazing content to keep you occupied around the Mighty Reds across the YouTube, across this channel, Redmen News, and the RedmenTV.com as well. So yeah, we've got you covered. We've got you covered in lockdown and beyond. So yeah, thanks very much for joining us. That's all from me. I'll hand it over to the man, the legend, and just remind everyone, hit that comment now. #I believe in Payjack, because if you don't believe in Payjack, simply put, you're a tit.
Yeah, there you go. Listen, absolute love that again. I mean, the comments have just fucking cracked me up during the game, to be honest with you. Some of the stuff that you are saying and that is fucking hilarious. Obviously we can't read every single comment out, but we see them, we'll read them. It's been brilliant. I've loved doing this show. It's amazing. I can't wait. I believe in Payjack. Do you? Let me know in the comment section. Smash that like button, and we'll see you next time, Monday 4 PM for the FM save.